Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Busted to Built. Today working on my wife's Tahoe. It's a 2008 Chevy Tahoe. We're currently in the middle of winter right now, and so here in Michigan, it doesn't like to really freeze or thaw. It likes to kind of do this with the temperature. So we get a lot of snow, and it melts, and ice, and then it melts, and freezes, and all this up and down. And so everything gets kind of coated with ice out in here. And we got back done from bowling the other night, and wife went to rip this baby open, and she was all iced up, and so she broke the door handle there. It actually still opens and closes, fortunately, but busted door handle. So we're gonna fix that today. Gonna go through what it takes to get that apart and pop a new handle in it. We've already got the Amazon replacement. I'd recommend maybe going there for your replacement. They're like 10 or 15 bucks for this. The Dorman one was like 40 or 50 bucks, and I assume they're probably stamped right out of the same plastic and company out of China anyway. So neither here nor there. Let's get this door apart, pick the handle of your choosing, and let's get this thing replaced. All right, we're just gonna get right after it here. Hopefully my light doesn't get you guys. I got that over here in the pillar. But anyways, we're going to get right at it. So there's basically 4 things we got to get at right away. There's a little cover behind the handle where there's a screw. Under this panel for the window switch right here, we just have to unplug the window switch. There's this little trim panel right here. There's 2 screws behind that. And then we've also got to pop off the lock. Just this little plastic piece here. And so first thing here, we're going to get at this. Just leave it unlocked and get a little screwdriver behind there. Pop that off. This little tab just comes out and that'll come off. Then this little piece right here, you can see there's a little slot to get your screwdriver in right there. Pop that out. You can do it a little more gracefully than me probably. Then this guy back here, pop him out. And then just this little fake wood, which if yours isn't this model, it's probably just some black plastic, but pop this guy out. And then we're at the window switch. Pull that up just a hair so we can actually see what we're doing. Right here's the tab for it. Hit that. And so we'll put that plug down there. So now we've got just 2 screws here, 1 screw here, and that'll be all that holds this door for hardware that's actually solid. The rest will just be clips, and then we can just pop the rest of the panel off. Then there'll be a cable we'll have to unhook for the door handle, the interior door handle here, and then we'll have the panel off. So give me just a second and we'll zip these out. Alright, like I say, so we'll zip this screw out, and then we'll zip this screw out and this screw out. And I got down here to these other 2 screws, and this might be just a model specific or a year specific, or maybe just a front and rear door difference. You can see that there's 2 little recesses for the bolts there, and we've only got 1 bolt here in this back one. So I guess just keep in mind there may be 1, there may be 2, depending on whether you're working on a front or a rear, but we'll zip this rear out. That one's in there. I'm not sure if I can get my little hand back in there. Oh, almost. So now we got the fasteners out, so we just gotta pry this panel off. Just be as gentle as you can be. It does take a lot of force to get this off, but as many of those plastic retainers around the perimeter of this that you can save, the better off you'll be snapping it back on. Just so that panel's not loose and flopping. So, and then I got this trim tool or plastic rivet tool. I just like to get in behind the panel, pry it open a little bit, and then you can kind of see where your clips are. I'm sure you guys can't see much, but I can just go around it and hit all these clips from the outside to get it started, and then you can just work it with your hands. As soon as you can get your hands behind it, it'll come right up. So on the top, this actually seals in to the window here. This window seal is how it all trims out. So you just got to pick it up from there and then pull it away from your door. So now we got it away from the door. In here's our cable. let me get the light rearranged. So now I got some light in here, hopefully you can see it. I like to just grab the interior handle, pull this cable out, and then you can work the cable up out of this little joint. It's just a little ball on the end of the cable there. So once that's out, then there's just two little tabs on the end of this cable here that you have to compress for this to come out real quick. Let's see if I can just do it with my pick real quick. Got one of them. There we go. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Silly mama breaking door handles. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, so now we got the door panel off and we're just looking at this felt piece. It's usually just some glue, some silicone, whatever is holding it on. Really depends on who worked on it last. People like to get creative with what holds that on, but if it's OEM, it's just like this silicone glue stuff here. So, but this is basically just a wind barrier here, so when you're going down the road on a super chilly day, it doesn't get drafty through the cab area. So anyway, you don't have to pull it all the way off, but the more it's in your way, the more you get upset as you're working on this. So I just like to get it over there out of my way, so then we can get in here at this handle itself. And been a minute since I've done one. I've actually done a few on this, unfortunately. I believe there's just two fasteners and then the clip for the actual door handle to work the latch here, and then other than that it just kind of slips in. So, but there's no use talking about it, we'll just do it. So right behind this little plug here is how you get at your other bolt. So right here, let me get the light again. And I'd like to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, me. Please consider subscribing, commenting, or liking the video if it helped you out in any way. And for this clip here, what I like to do is go right through the hole here, right here, where we took the rubber plug out of. Get a tool of some sort that you can get back behind the clip right here, and then just pry it off. And that'll open up. And you get your rod kind of out of the way. Not like that. But just out of the way. But now you can kind of see this clip here just sandwiches over that rod, and so you can adjust it wherever you need it to be, and then you snap it down. Snap. So that's how that works. Now we're going to zip out the two bolts, this one here and the one over here. And grab this guy over here. And that's your hardware right there. And I'm pretty sure that this just pulls out. Yeah, the front don't do nothing, and then there's just like a little hook on the back here. You just kind of got to work it forward. Just like that. And there we've got our handle out. Yeah, now I got a little bit of hat hair going on. But anyways, so I like to go ahead when I've got the opportunity, throw a little fluid film, corrosion protection, put that in the door there. So hopefully then just don't have to worry about it rusting out from the inside out. It's very common here in Michigan. So all the salt we get, it'll end up on the outside of your window, and then it'll actually run down. I mean, most of it, not all of it, but a lot of it's going to run right down the seal here. Then it goes down in your door, and then you've just got a couple drain holes in the shell of your door there. And so I like to use the fluid film, get down in there, coat everything real good. So this truck I go through, I'd like to say every winter. Right now we're on every other winter schedule with it for actually fluid filming the whole chassis and everything. I'm trying to make this thing last as long as I can. We went down to Virginia to get it, and it's a beautiful truck. So I'm just going to spray this little bit of this in there, and then we'll get the handle in. So now we got that coated. I've done my due diligence. Let's get this handle in. So like I say, I've got this off Amazon. There's the part number if everybody's interested or not. There's another part number if anybody's interested or not. So at first glance, it looks exactly like the Dorman. There they are side by side. So you do just need to take the rod out while you have the handle off the car. Just weasel this rod out of here. Remember which way you put it in, took it out. So that's all set up to go back in the clip there, get tucked in. Let's go back to the truck. Let's put her on. And so now to get the handle back in, it's just reverse or removal. So if we open the handle, this will flip down, just like that. And so that's how we want to get it in. And so flip her down, snake it in, up and in. And then we slide it back until it locks in. Now the door handle's in, we just got to put our hardware in and put this little rod back together. Alright, now we're back on the inside of the door here. I got these fasteners just started by hand. So now I'm going to zip them down. Not too much, not too much. So those are cranked down now. Now we're going to come in here and get our rod back together. Now we'll get the rod back in the clip and cinch that down. Now that's popped back down, and that's all set to go. Now we got all the hardware assembled. At this point it'd be a good idea to just put this felt piece or whatever piece, foam, whatever you want to call it, but put it back up. Just check the operation of the door. So everything's already apart, so this would save a lot of frustrations for somebody if they didn't have that assembled correctly, left something out. So we'll just go ahead and put this back together real quick. And by real quick, I mean just pull the electrical connector through it so it'll stay up there, and we'll shut it. It shuts. Make sure the auto running boards come up like magic. Open it, and that's pretty good action there. So we got everything hooked up onto it. Works nicely. It's got a good feel to it too, that new plastic chrome, you know. But anyways, so now we'll just get this put back on, and then just assemblies, reverse and disassembly. So I got electrical connector run through. We'll get our door cable run back through. So, and I'm just going to let this sit on here. Once the door panel is on here, it'll hold that tight, and with enough heat through the summers or whatever, that glue or whatever it is will melt. It'll melt that all right back together. So as long as it's not going to fall out of the door panel, that's really all I'm ever concerned about. So just kind of one of those do the best you can, or if you want to go through and silicone it the whole way around, you can go ahead and do that too, but the next time you have to come in here and service it, you're going to end up just ripping this all apart, because that silicone's actually going to do a lot better job than whatever they put on there. So we'll get the panel on now. So with the panel, what we're going to do is we're going to hook up the cable first, then we have to set it up. Right here you can see this little ridge where that rides, this inside of the door panel here. But yeah, get that popped on there. You just want to make sure that your lock rod comes through the hole here too. So that's all that's going on. And for the door cable here, it's a lot easier to put back in than it is to take out. So these are the ears that I was saying you have to compress for this to pull out of its little bracket. But to put it in, you just pop the ball in the socket there, pull your cable out, and that'll snap right in. That's all there is to that. You can take a second to make sure your electrical connector is actually going to come up to the power window switch. And then I say we got to go up and on and make sure our lock rod comes through the hole. Get some pliers here to pull my lock rod through, and the rest of this should sit on there ever so nicely, just like somewhere in there. So that's where it needs to line up anyways, and you can tell just because of your screw hole here and then screw hole down here, and otherwise all these clips the whole way around the perimeter are going to line up too. So once you get that where it needs to, you'll be able to put your head not your head, but you'll be able to look through here, see where all your clips are, and just go around and just smack the exterior of this, and that'll actually seat this all down here. So okay, now that's all seated. Make sure that's up and through. So now we can put our 2 bolts back in that were right here. So from here we just got to put all our little trim doodads back on, and this should be all set to go here. We'll get our power window switch put on, plug it in first, then seat it in. Next we'll put in our door handle trim. Just snaps in there. Then this trim piece for our 2 bolts, or 1 bolt. And then finally the door handle clip. And so this guy you just slide back down right there, and you want to line the bottom of this up. So explain this a little better. You want to line the bottom of this little piece we pulled out, but the bottom of it right there, that seam, you want that lined up with the top of this. So watch as that comes down, and that's exactly where it should sit. And then you just push this tab back in, and that's how that works. So let's test this door again now that it's all assembled. Get our light out of there and see what happens. Perfect. Well, we're all set on this one, guys. That's all it takes to put an exterior door handle on one of these. I hope it helped somebody. If it did, consider subscribing, leaving a comment, or even a like for the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.